matches were not. Some matches were funny.
Mm-hmm.
Some matches were not funny.
All right.
And overall, it was all right.
Cool.
Roppongi Vice gets the win.
Sweet.
So that was cool.
Yes.
Now we get... No, wait, sorry. New Japan Cup final.
Oh, yeah.
It was quick.
Yeah.
There were 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Tetsuya Naito and Yano.
Yep.
Went in like 2 minutes as most Yano matches
usually,
go. Tetsuya Naito wins. LOL.
Yeah, it was very much a blink and you missed it.
Goto beat Elgin.
Mm-hmm.
In a really solid match. I'm
that
like,
was
I want to
awesome.
see more of that in a more one-on-one environment.
Agreed.
Like,
let's make that happen.
That should be a final of a cup one year.
Yeah.
And the New Japan Cup final itself was Tetsuya Naito, leader of the Ungovernables Japan edition, and Hiroki Goto.
Yes.
And probably the best match out of all of them.
Agreed.
Tetsuya Naito wins, which I was surprised by, given that Hiroki Goto's kind of been on the up for a while, but they're clearly making this Ungovernables thing a thing.
Yeah, they are, and that's why I wasn't too surprised.
Like, I'm looking at this,
they were trying
and
to do
again, I don't really get storylines because I don't speak Japanese. But from what I'm gathering is, do they want the Ungovernables to be the new Bullet Club?
I think they do.
Like, they're more homegrown.
Yeah, I mean,
it won't get as big as there won't be like 10 members.
No, but I think they are, because I think they can see sort of the writing on the wall of like, well, Bullet Club's kind of not finished, but
well, there's the Elite, which is Omega and the Bucks.
Yeah.
And then there's
the
rest.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think they're looking at it going, okay, well, we need another money-making heel property.
Because Suzuki-gun's still not there. They're still in Noah. The Bullet Club's kind of on its way out.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly just the Elite now. You kind of need that new one. Because Chaos has never really been a faction.
They were never...
Heels faction. They're just a group of guys.
They were just sort of there, in a way. So yeah, I think that might be their thought. It was just like, yeah, we need another one, and these guys could do it. Because they certainly have the talent.
You had a Gaijin?
Yeah, definitely. In the same way that the Bullet Club added one Japanese dude, you gotta add a Gaijin.
I'm just trying to think.
I don't know who.
Nobody on the roster yet, I don't think.
No, it's gotta be somebody new.
It's gotta be somebody new. It can't be a heavy guy. Because this Ungovernables thing doesn't look like it's gonna, like, the heaviest guy in there's right now is Evil, and like, he's not even that big.
If he goes there, Leo Rush.
Maybe. Although I've heard that he's on the radar. Let's just say that for the big company.
I'm not surprised.
He's on the radar.
I'm not
apparently.
surprised.
They're like, what's this? Who won the top
Who's this
prospect
guy?
tournament?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I guarantee you, because if you think WWE's not paying attention, you're out of your damn mind.
Yeah, so Tetsuya Naito wins, and unfortunately he didn't say, I don't want to fight anyone, fuck you people.
Yeah.
Damn it. Just to be a dick. I think he's fighting Okada at Invasion Attack for the big belt. Heavyweight title.
Yeah, I heard something about that, so I think so.
Invasion Attack looks like a good deal. I think Will Ospreay's fighting Kushida for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight. I gotta get the actual appeal thing on that. But, yeah, that's the next one. It's in April, I believe. And Invasion Attack's another big show, so...
It should be really good.
That's gonna be good.
Yes.
So look for that review when it happens. Now we get to the Land of the...
Yes.
Big week. Well, not big. Well, I guess they're kind of...
Big-ish.
Big-ish is in, like, we're in the final stretch.
Yeah. Like it's...
We are 3 weeks away from Mania. The names are going to come out.
The matches are starting to form.
Whether
anyone's happy or not.
Whether we're all happy or not, the matches are forming.
Uh-huh.
But we'll start with NXT.
Yes.
With Regal in the ring. Announces that Austin Aries wants Baron Corbin to take over Dallas. And that match is going to happen.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Then Joe and Sammy fight in a 2 out of 3 falls match that lasts the rest of the show.
Yep. Fucking brilliant. It
went about 40 minutes.
Yep.
Joe won because
it's Samoa Joe and we all know what Sami Zayn's doing.
We all know who Sami Zayn's got to take over Dallas. So
I did.
And does that ruin that?
Nah. Well, maybe a little. I would have liked to have a little bit of surprise.
Because this is an honest question I have.
Yeah.
Like, because we know, like weeks out.
Yeah. It was a little bit...
Because all this is taped and everyone,
Everyone spoiled it everywhere. It does to me in a bit because I would have liked to have been surprised.
You know, the Austin Aries of it all, too.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I would like to be surprised, but I do accept the fact that I don't live in that world anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that there was no way that I was ever going to be shocked by seeing Austin Aries come out on NXT. Like, because there was just no way I was not going to hear about
imagine
that.
the Shinsuke Nakamura thing.
Oh, I mean...
Imagine you're watching NXT, and it's still going to happen that, like... He's gonna, like, somebody's coming, and then it was, like, a video of Shinsuke, like, with his head turned, and then he turns his head, and it's Shinsuke Nakamura, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's Shinsuke Nakamura!
Yeah, like, it could, like, the video package could even begin this week.
Or Nakamura,
whatever the hell he's going to be calling himself, we're not quite sure.
I think it's just Nakamura.
Yeah, like, I don't think he's going to be changing his name per se, but yeah, it could just be his last name as well.
Because people, they don't want to confuse people with the whole Shinsuke...
Yeah, they already had enough trouble with that with fucking Asuka, so I don't think they want to do that with Nakamura.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I would love that immediate spit take had I not known, you know, just being like, oh... Nakamura's coming out of fucking, you know, spat whatever it was I was drinking at that moment. I would have been like, oh my fucking god, but
we just don't live
live in that world, man. There's too much spoilers out there. I mean, shit. Like, I don't even know how long it was. I mean, Christ, I think it was that afternoon I heard about the signings.
Right.
Like, it was right before fucking Wrestle Kingdom even began.
Their rumors were started.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the WWE didn't do any favors of, like, what was it, the day of, I think, Fastlane.
Mm-hmm.
Nakamura signed officially, and that day they did, like, the fucking press conference.
The press conference,
and then, like, the picture of Shinsuke Nakamura in the same picture as Stephanie McMahon and Triple H.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that's...
Yeah.
That's like seeing a cat bark. That's weird.
That is just weird.
That is Stephanie fucking McMahon.
Yeah.
With her arm around Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, and he's got a goofy smile from ear to ear, and you're just like,
and
what the hell am I looking at?
A lot of people had the fucking whole aliens reaction of, get away from her, you bitch! You know?
Yeah, I mean, it is weird. I'm not going to lie, and it's going to be very weird to see him come out at Arrival, or whatever the hell they're calling it, TakeOver.
Dallas.
Just TakeOver Dallas?
I think it's TakeOver Dallas or TakeOver Texas. I think it's Dallas.
I think it's Dallas, actually. Yeah, like, it's going to be weird. And then seeing the promo packages are going to be weird.
That's going to be just weird.
It's going to be weird.
Like, he's going to come out, and it's going to be like, Nakamura!
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, God.
And you're like, but... Jesus.
Just
like...
my whole insides don't know what to feel right now.
And I mean, you know...
I feel excited. I feel weird.
Yeah, like, it's going to be awkward. But I mean, in all fairness, though, like, somebody as weird as Shinsuke Nakamura would actually thrive in this company because they've got the effects to make his stupid shit go.
I pray to every god available that he comes out and he gets the... Holy shit, it's Nakamura!
Yeah, he will.
Because if he comes out,
and
it's, Japanese guy.
No, it won't be that. People know who he is. There's no...
Some people.
No, the NXT crowd.
That crowd, sure. Maybe that night, the first night,
the first night will be huge.
I'm talking...
The Full Sail crowd will go for it. I don't think that most of the people who watch NXT are generally the smarks. Generally.
This is my fear.
Yeah. I mean...
Because we'll get to Raw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, the whole...
Well, Raw had the quietest crowd imaginable.
For Sami Zayn, that's...
Yeah, but that was the entire night. It wasn't just Sami Zayn.
Do you hear that?
It wasn't just Sami Zayn, dude.
But that's my fear.
I think that crowd was asleep.
Okay, because that's my fear,
man. No. That crowd was asleep. Like, they were actually... It was kind of funny because I noticed that the crowd on Raw... Again, we're going way ahead, but there were times when they were trying to get the crowd reaction, and they would get, like, 2 or 3 people standing up in their chair cheering, and then you'd get half the rest of the crowd sitting there with their arms folded, sitting down. This crowd did not want to be there.
Yeah.
So...
All right. Well, we'll get to it.
It was... Yeah, they were tired.
But this was great. Joe versus Sammy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, amazing.
Joe versus Balor again. Take over. Like I said, I got Joe versus Balor. Yeah. We got Sami Zayn in his last NXT match against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yep.
We got Baron Corbin versus Austin Aries. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to get American Alpha versus The Revival. Mm-hmm. And then I think Zone Caster in there, but I'm not sure. And then you got Asuka and Bayley for the women's title.
Yep.
Dude,
this has a better chance. This has a chance of being better than WrestleMania so much.
That's the thing. They kind of shoot themselves in the foot because they kind of shot themselves in the foot with TakeOver Brooklyn being better than SummerSlam.
Yeah, and this has the very good shot of being better than WrestleMania. That is fucked up.
Yeah,
that should not even be a thought.
Thankfully, it's all in house.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not like the ROH came that weekend and it was a better show.
Yeah,
it's not like it's in house.
Yeah, it's not like the next week was like the same day was Wrestle Kingdom 9 or some shit or Wrestle Kingdom 10 or whatever.
It's
like,
all in house.
It's WWE as well.
So you're technically doing better than yourself.
Yeah,
but still,
it's like should the lowest rated show be better than WrestleMania?
Than the Showcase of the Immortals?
Yeah, probably not so much.
Probably not. But like we said, check this match out. It was 40 minutes.
It was great.
Joe
won. It was amazing.
It was clean. There was no real cheating.
No.
It was just a solid wrestling match.
I mean, it was fucking amazing.
Because, matches that usually... And I liked how they said it. They sold it. Like, they didn't sell it like, this match can go the whole show.
No.
Like,
they were like,
near the end
we've got Bayley coming up, and we got this person versus this person, and then by the end of it, they're
they didn't actually mention any matches.
No, I think they did mention one. Are you sure?
Yeah, they didn't mention... Because you can't make that mistake. They covered it by saying, we had a bunch of stuff planned for tonight.
Okay, well...
And this was literally, like... 30 minutes in. They're like, we had a bunch of stuff planned for tonight.
Yeah.
But we got to scrap all that for next week because this match is going to the end, obviously. And
we should have known. I should have known in the beginning or something like that because they mentioned before, even like I think at the 10-minute mark, they mentioned like, oh, we'll stay with this match until it's done. It doesn't matter. And I should have known. I should have clicked in then that this show is going to be this match. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, I didn't click in until about like the 25-minute mark. Going, yeah, they still haven't had a pinfall yet. This is a whole show. All right.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So Joe wins. He goes on to fight Balor. Mm-hmm. And like I said, Sami Zayn in a loss goes on to fight Shinsuke Nakamura. So, it's a pretty good second-place prize.
Yeah.
SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Miz TV. Sammy. Kevin. Neville. They all fight.
Yep.
Tag team match, player.
All right.
Sammy and Neville win.
Yeah.
Because KO walked out on Miz. Because fuck you, Miz.
Mm-hmm.
We got more Golden Truth stuff.
Yeah.
And Brie beat Summer. Mm-hmm. And then Lana was there.
Mm-hmm.
Still in her.
Yeah. And
now her own gimmick.
Yeah,
it's not the fucking...
It still looks like the Ziggler gimmicks, but it's not tie-dye, not tie-dye. It's not acid wash jeans. It's now just leather.
It's not acid wash jean Barbie. No. It's leather Barbie.
Yeah, it still very much looks like she's still dropped out of the LA in the 1980s.
Dude,
but,
she legitimately looks like a fucking Barbie doll.
I know.
Like it looks like every outfit you put her in, it's like this is Malibu Barbie, and
she looks like her hands shouldn't move beyond like the straight up,
Like
she
Vince
looks like
is
a Barbie
gonna
doll.
Make so much money.
Yeah. Oh, she is. Yeah, she's a license to print money, and that's so fucked up.
She's
why
literally
he's putting her in the
Barbie
ring.
doll.
I'll never know. There is no need.
She might be good.
Okay, let's back the truck up there.
It won't be a one-on-one match.
Well, it better not be.
They planned on Raw.
I know.
She's backed by Team Bad now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's gonna be Brie, Foxy, and Paige versus Team Bad with Lana.
She's still not gonna be good. I'm calling it out there right now.
Her X Factor Facebuster in one move is better than anything Brie Bella has done in a year.
Okay, it doesn't take much to be better than Brie Bella. All right.
But do you agree that
I do agree that it is better than that? Yes. Do I think that does one move make a wrestler? No.
But we don't know who's been training her.
True.
That's the thing.
Which is weird. How do we not know? We know every little other thing, and this is not out there.
But somebody's training her.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Sarah Del Rey or...
I mean, it's got to just be the Performance Center as a whole.
Or Sarah Stock or whoever else is doing
the Divas training, per se, I guess, is probably, I'm sure they've hired somebody to be her one-on-one trainer. I just don't know who.
Kendrick.
Because he did so well with Eva Marie.
But apparently, from what I hear, she's like... Because we were hearing this back when she was just a manager.
I did hear that
she's
she
actually
was learning to go.
There are people going like, no, she's good. They just won't let her in the ring because she's so good at this like Ice Queen Russian princess gimmick.
I hope you're right, but... I've seen them do this before to bad results, so I have to reserve my right to I reserve any. Fuck. Again, I'm sick. I can't even think of words anymore. I'm gonna not get my hopes up until I see what I see.
Fair enough. All I know is in one move she was better than